How's it going, Pokemon fans? Shane back from JollyMonz. It's my turn to do a deck tech again. We're probably going to do the most obvious deck choice possible. Widely accepted as the best deck in the format, though in my opinion that's debatable. But anyway, the deck we're going to do today, we're going to do the infamous Owls. So, Pokemon lineup, 4 Rowlet, of course. It's kind of what the deck revolves around. 4 Dartrix, and 4 of our Big Daddy Owl, Decidueye. Spread damage is really good. Getting to pick off whatever you want. It's just really good. GX attack is also probably one of the best in the game, utility-wise. Getting to bring back any 3 cards you want from your discard for only 1 energy is incredibly good, especially in the late game. And Decidueye's favorite partner, 2 Oddish, 2 Gloom, 2 Vileplume. Everyone's most hated card, pretty much. I think it's a pretty fair assessment of Vileplume. Neither player can play items. Who's playing Pokemon? Not us. Not you. 3 Shaman. You need to explode turn 1 as much as possible to try and get that turn 1 Plume lock. Without... Granted, you don't want to give yourself a turn 1 Plume, but leave yourself with no resources or nothing else set up. Decidueye is more important than Plume. And an attacker is pretty important too. You just got to kind of be careful what you do turn 1 based on your matchup and what you're trying to get for. Attacker-wise, 2 Lugia. I don't really care for Tauros in this deck. I like 2 Lugia just a little bit more than a 1-1 split, or even 2 Tauros, but that's just a personal thing. I really like Deep Hurricane, so my personal choice is 2 Lugia. Now, since we're playing the Rainbow version, we're playing a Jolteon, because she's really good. Jolteon's just really, really good. Flash Ray locks down any basic Pokemon, so it really helps your Volcanion matchup. Really helps any Evital matchup, hitting for double damage, and he's seeing a lot of rise in the meta again. Hits double damage on Mega Ray. I believe those are the only decks he really hits double damage on, but we're still in a heavy EX format where Flash Ray is going to lock out most main attackers. And now, this is another just personal thing. A lot of people are playing Espeon. I'm playing Glaceon. I like being able to deal double damage in the Volcanion matchup. And that's really my only real argument for playing her. In most situations with evolutions, Espeon's probably a little bit better. Unless you don't have Owl set up. Like, if you only have 1 Owl set up, then Espeon's not quite as great. You gotta, it takes a little bit more time to be able to pull the Espeon shenanigans with Decidueye. So, I just play Glaceon, and I like it so far. I don't have any complaints. I would honestly switch it with a Jirachi Stardust before I switched it with an Espeon. But that's just my opinion. So, that's it for our Pokemon. Stadiums, of course, 4 Forest Giant Plants. You can't play Decidueye Plume without Forest. It's just necessary. You get to, turn 1, go straight into Vileplume and Decidueye. It's kinda dumb, but... Anyway, Energy, we're playing 3 Rainbow, so we can attack with Jolteon and Glaceon, and 4 DCE. Supporters. Now, in this deck, your draw supporters are really important, so we're definitely playing 3N. We're definitely playing 4 Sycamore. And we're, as usual with almost any deck, especially in a deck where you can't use Versus Seeker because you're item locking, 2 Lysander. Don't cut this to 1. Don't do it. Don't put Versus Seeker in here. It's not good. This is pretty much your optimal supporter lineup. The argument can be made for an Olympia, but that's probably about it, in my opinion, on changing the supporter lineup in Plume Owls. But that's it for the supporters. Basic items: 3 level ball, help us get there turn 1. Search Rowlet, Oddish, Gloom, Dartrix. 4 Ultra Ball, help us get there. This can get us that Decidueye, Shaman, Vileplume, whatever we need. 2 Revitalizer, so we can get back whatever we need that we've had to discard through Sycamore, Ultra Ball, if it got knocked out, whatever we might need back, so we can get a bunch of owls set up. The more owls set up, the better. 4 Trainer's Mail to help us get there, whether we need a ball, the forest, a floatstone even. Trainer's Mail is just Trainer's Mail. Adds consistency to almost any deck. And last, we have 2 Floatstone. Vileplume has triple retreat, so it's really important to try and get a Floatstone on her before you evolve her. Other than that, Floatstone is just Floatstone. It's good to get it, whatever you have stuck in there, out. But it's mainly just in there for Vileplume. Almost everything else in the deck can attack. Shaman can get itself out with a Sky Return. Everything else has a viable attack. So, anyways, guys, that's it for Rainbow Decidueye Vileplume. Any questions, let us know. I think that's about it for me here. So, yeah, y'all know the drill. Stay jolly.